Today I'm going to show you how to draw a rabbit and also paint it with watercolor. First, I'm going to think about what is the big shapes composed a rabbit. First, let's think about as a body, right? The body is really big. I'm going to put it over here. I don't want to fill it with the entire page. So the pencil I'm using to start this drawing is a 6H. It's very hard. I'm going to talk to you about how to pick the different pencils at different part of the drawing process. I'm going to make the head a little bit bigger. And I can draw a little bit lighter. This pencil is very light. And I'm going to have the ear coming here. That's good. And not the ear on this side. And you can also change this if you want. I think I'm going to change it. I'm going to move it a little bit lower. With a hot pencil like this, you don't want to press it too hard onto the paper because it could make a very deep indentation into the paper surface. In that case, and you hardly can erase that. Okay, I'm going to make it a little soft like that. Just to get an idea, and the body right over here like this. Just curve a little bit. Draw a little bit more. I'm going to move it a little bit higher like that. That's good. And the front of the rabbit. So let's see. I'm going to put the front over here. And then the front leg is right over here. Like that. And a little bit the back leg right over here. And there's a little, the knee, the elbow is over here. Here you go. Understand the structure of the animal. It will help us to see a little bit better. You still need to see it, pay attention to it, but understand the structure. It would make you see a little bit better, faster. Okay, like that. So this is how we use this harder pencil. Try to draw the overall structure, the overall connection. Like that. That's good. Now I want to use the nitty eraser. If you don't have one, it's good to have one. It's very easy to pick up the pencil mark. Here you go. I'm going to remove some of the light pencil like that. Very easy. That's good. Like that. And then I'm going to use a very dark pencil to draw the details before I do the painting. This is a 8B. You see that? 8B. It's very dark. You see the tip over here. Now, here you go. Now I'm going to start from the head. I'm going to start over here. And if I want, I can push it a little bit darker. Or I'm going to let it a little bit lighter. Like that. Right? So at the front over here, here you go. Move it a little bit round because I see the other side. Now at the bottom over here, I can make it a little bit darker. Like that. Like that. So you see the roundness. And I'm going to continue with this ear coming up like this. Like that. Here you go. Move a little turn and coming in like that. Here we go. Now I finish one ear. Now I come to the other side. The ear over here. And make a little turn like this. Like that. And that's good. I have two ears together. We'll come back for the eye later. I'm going over here and make a little like a dotted line and showing a little bit soft hair. And now I'm going to come to the back. Continue. And make a little curve coming down a little bit more rounded. Like that. Is good. Right? It's very strong line. Now coming here, I'm gonna, at the front over here, I'm gonna put a little bit dart because it actually is a very soft fur edge. I'm going to put over here and coming down. Now here you go. Pay attention to the legs should be like this. And again, I'm going to take a picture of my drawing and upload it to my website, to the enjoyingart.com. And I will have the download link in the video description of this video. So you can download it if you want to follow the drawing. Draw slowly, okay? And you can follow the step in this video and look at my pencil drawing. And a little dot like that, that's good. Coming over here, and I have a little bit, but a very round tail, like that. Okay, now it's good. And under the head, have a little bit coming up like that. That's good. That's interesting. Look at the nose. And if you want some more challenge, more complicated watercolor painting, you should go to my another channel called Enjoying Art. You just go, I have the link in the video description for you. And also you can type the URL. The address is youtube.com/enjoyingart. It's very easy. And the middle over here, I'm going to mark a little bit. That's the highlight for the eye. So this is good. I'm going to have a little bit few dot over here like that. That looks good. And I'm going to have the cast shadow area. Just put a soft mark over here. And then we are ready to paint. Okay, now I'm going to finish this artwork with watercolor. This brush is Paul Rubens squirrel hair brush. It's very soft. Wet the brush. Now I'm going to start mix a little bit brown color. So I only use these three colors. I call it primary color. Red, yellow, and blue. Can mix any color I need for the painting. I'm going to take a little blue color because I want it to be a little bit more brown color. Get a little bit yellow, a little red, and a little blue. Now I'm going to start with this color first, and maybe on the body. And then I'm going to have a little bit darker color for the head, like that. Okay, I'm going to leave the area around the eye still a little bit lighter. Now, the ear over here, as majority of the place is used the same color, like that. Okay, the front over here, and come to the nose and the face. You see this brush, keep lots of color. Okay, that's good. Now coming here. Now I'll try to make this painting looks very easy and not too complicated. So now I'm gonna mix a little bit more color. I get a little bit yellow and a little blue color. Here you go. Now I'm gonna come here a little bit darker and a little bit yellow. Mix it into that. Just the three colors together. I'm gonna have it like that, and over here a little bit darker, and I'm going to do a little blending. I'm going to show you how to blend. And the bottom over here, and then what I want, I'm going to just wash it with the water, and I'm going to just softly blend the color over. Here you go, like that. It's very soft. And over here, blend it a little bit over, like that. And the bottom over here, I'm going to have a little bit gray color. So in this case, I just add a little blue color, and it will be fine, like that. And also make it look like a rounded. So the bottom it has a little bit darker color. That's good. I'm going to have this color, also this gray color. I'm going to put it in the ear over here. Like that. That's a little bit over here too. And also I'm going to have this gray color, get a little bit blue. And a little bit red. A little bit more blue. Here you go. I'm going to have it a little bit more shadow under here, so I can show it turning around, right? It looks much three-dimensional. That's good. And then on the same thing over here, this is actually the shadow. Shadow can be a little bit darker. So I'm going to have a little bit blue color coming here, like that. That's good. I'm going to have a little bit brown color. I'm going to put it right in here. Tap, tap, tap. Tap the color. Make it a little bit darker. A little bit yellow here too. Now, make this a little bit darker. And it's okay. And this can be a little bit darker as well. That's good. Now for the face, I also going to soften it. So I'm going to have the color, let it a little bit softer. So one of the watercolor feature, it's just so easy. You can blend the color, put the color together. I'm going to make this a little bit brighter, a little bit red. Oh, this is actually a good color. But a little bit more yellow, a little bit more like orange color. Now I'm going to put this color over here. Ooh, it looks good. And the face, that looks good. Like that. A little bit on the ear. And on the back over here, now I'm going to give a little bit color, a little bit darker here. That's good. Like that. It's a little bit darker on the body. That's good. Now I'm going to get a little bit yellow. I'm afraid it's too much, but they're going to see. Like that. So I'm going to keep the color just like that. Okay. Now, for now, I'm going to come to give a little shadow, catch the shadow on the ground. I'm going to have a little gray color, use a little blue just between these three colors, and by the shadow usually have a little bit more blue color in the three. Okay, like that. And a little bit over here, and maybe also a little bit here. Like, I'm gonna use the water, make it a little bit softer at the edge, like that. That's good. Now the body over here, I'm gonna use a bamboo stick, the skill stick, and you can just put it on the body, just move it. You see that? When I have this, I make the surface is still wet here, and actually create the illusion of the hair. I can see that have the hair look like this area a little bit darker, and this bamboo stick has no color. It just press on to the paper like that. If the color already dry, it won't have any effect. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to come back to the front over here. I want to see a little bit shadow. And see that? A little shadow over here. Okay, a little bit cooler in the shadow. Like that. So you see a little bit turning. Okay, now at the front of the face, I'm going to make it even darker. Like that. That's good. I'm going to make this a little bit darker. And that's good. The bottom over here, a little bit darker. Just get the blue color and the red color. Those two colors together make it really dark. Okay. You probably notice I actually don't use black when I'm really painting watercolor. Okay. And I'm going to remove the water from the brush. It's just going to move that a little bit lower. And the front of the cast shadow here, I'm going to have a little bit more blue color. A little bit darker, like that. A little bit blue. Here you go, like that. Have it. It's still pretty wet over here. So just tap the color on it, and the color would fade into each other. I'm going to use this small calligraphy brush. It's very, very sharp. I'm going to use the red and the blue color together. Now let's see. We're just going to paint into the eye. Start from the top over here. Have a little bit more blue. And the top and the lower, I have a little bit brown color. Like that. Now I'm gonna wash my brush. So I'm gonna get a little yellow, a little red, right? And get a little bit blue. That is how you make the brown color. Now I'm gonna put it right under here, like that. And that is very nice. You probably have an old toothbrush. I want to show you how to use it. I want to make some dots on the ground. So I'm going to take this red with the blue color together, which is, looks like a little bit gray purple color. I'm going to show you. Ready? So now it looks like the ground a little bit dusted. I'm going to have the little gray color for the squiggles. Like that. Now it's your turn. And tell me in a comment what is your favorite animal.